welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Chicago Cubs going up against the New York Mets. Well, Singy, today we get to see one of the game's best power hitters. He's tied for the league lead in home runs.
Yeah, he's not just hitting dingers. He's crushing them, Boog. No paint scrapers for him. His bat has been a huge boost to this lineup. Question is, how will they pitch to him today?
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. And on the hill in this one, David Peterson. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Nico Horner, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Fly ball to right. And a quick out, number one. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
John Birdie in the box now. No balls and a strike. And it's even up.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Here's a 1-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Hit in the air left field. Nimmo ranging after it. Snags it for the second out.
Batting third, right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
Here's Kyle Tucker. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Cubs are down quietly. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. It's Major League Baseball and it's on the show. And we're back. And now here's the starter for the Cubs, Colin Rea.
Well, I'm interested to see how he deals with right-handed hitters in this one. Righties are batting over 300 against him, so they're not being fooled by really anything. He's going to have to find a way to change up his delivery, change up his look, somehow get them off of his primary pitches and even those secondary pitches. So we'll see how he does it in this one.
Francisco Lindor, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. The Mets are looking very strong so far this season.
Yeah, going back to their early performance, Boog, that's the kind of thing that gets the fans fired up. And it gets the players fired up, too. They start to believe it's going to be a big year.
Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. And that's a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Juan Soto now, tons of pop. Right now he's third in the National League in homers. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
There's no way around it. Soto is one of the most exciting players in baseball. His hitting skills are so advanced, you'd think he'd played in Major League Baseball in a different life or something.
The pitch. Into the outfield, base hit. Lindor zipping around third. He'll score and the Mets take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Here's Pete Alonso. Went deep in the ball game last night. To third, might be two. There's one. Back to first, and that is a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And now it's Mark Vientos, 8th in the National League at RBIs. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. He sends a rocket to left, and they add a run. It's 2-0.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter how you attack him, he finds a way to punish you. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Two outs, nobody on. Here's Jesse Winker.
He's been doing a good job knocking in his teammates. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
On the ground, finds its way through, base hit, and that keeps the inning going.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Here's Brandon Nimmo, entering this one second in the National League in hitting. Lined, and that's a base hit. Happ fires it in. Lead runner to second with two gone.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
First and second, 2 outs. And stepping in is the speedy Luis Angel Acuna. Little dribbler up along third, and a foul ball. Acuna recently earned Rookie of the Month honors.
The way this kid played over the last month, it's no wonder he got recognized for it. We'll see if he can keep it up as the league adjusts to him, though.
2 outs. That one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Dives and makes the catch.
A bit of a do-or-die there. He lays out, makes the diving catch, and he strands a couple of runners.
All set for the start of the inning. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Seiya Suzuki. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Peterson back to work. Right through there for a strike. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Toss to Alonso. One out in the second.
Batting fifth, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Dansby Swanson stands in. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Peterson, in his 5th season, he features a sinker, a four-seamer, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. Rusty Valentine doing the umpiring behind the dish for us. Maybe the best name in the league.
Yeah, that's a solid one, no doubt. I mean, who's better to ask than you? I kind of wonder if Rusty is his actual name or just a nickname.
Yeah, no clue.
The key there, tracking the baseball all the way back through the hitting zone, allows you to hit a ball right back up the box like that.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
That one finds the zone. Strike one. And a strike in there.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Swanson stands at first with 1 out. Hit in the air, center field. Siri in position. And makes the grab. 2 away now.
Batting 7th, first baseman, Justin Turner.
Now Justin Turner gets a chance to hit. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Mets 2 and the Cubs nothing. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for New York, Francisco Alvarez.
It's so easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
First pitch, not close. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
And now it's Jose Siri.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. And that one wrapped foul. And there's a foul ball. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Hat settles underneath it. And there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Doubled in his first AB. On the ground right side, 4, 6,
He's out.
3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full. It's the Mets 2 and the Cubs nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Doesn't get the call, and that's ball 1. Cubs made Ian Happ a first-round pick in 2015. He played at the University of Cincinnati as an infielder, played a little bit of outfield, but a guy in 2022. What a year, Chris. Both an all-star and a Gold Glover. Just missed.
Yeah, and wins that Gold Glove as a left fielder, and it's a guy that was a pretty good center fielder as well. But you know, one of the things for him is just being able to be in the same spot every day. I think it increases the comfort level and allows that athletic ability to really shine.
And that one is in the dirt. And now 3-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Pete Crow-Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. That's in there. 0-1. One out, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back. And that one is inside.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Back to the top of the lineup. And next for the Cubs, Nico Hoerner. And the pitch a little bit low. Ball 1. There's the strike. Outside with a breaking ball.
2-1. No, that's a ball.
2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is in for a strike.
3-2.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound. Make a move,
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's a big power threat. Juan Soto.
This is a batter right here who really produces in these night games, and we saw the latest example of it in his first AB.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where guys hit the ball, but within the new shift rules?
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
Swings through it for the K. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. 0 for 1 so far.
Pete Alonso.
And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one for strike 2.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Got him. That's out number 2.
Now batting, third base.
2 outs, base is empty. And now Mark Vientos. He's already homered in this game. And a swing and a miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
2 down, nobody on. Drilled out towards left center field. Crow-Armstrong sizing this one up. And that ends the inning. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. To the right side. Takes it himself. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Cubs, right fielder Kyle Tucker.
So up next, Kyle Tucker. He's 0 for 1. Tucker, former 5th overall pick in the 2015 draft by the Astros. This guy's turned into a whale of a player. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Tucker hits for power. He's got 30 homer power, but the strikeout rate is under 20%. Foul ball, still 0-2. 1 down, base is empty. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Yeah, with 2 strikes here, you really want to miss outside the zone with that breaking ball.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Suzuki stands in now and watches strike 1. This one smacked out to left center. And this one looks like trouble. Around first and hustling for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line
Swanson.
drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely.
Dansby Swanson is going to get a chance to hit. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Headed for the plate. He'll score, throws to second, and the double puts the tying run in scoring position with 2 away.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. So run. At second, 2 down. Carson Kelly, the next Cub to hit. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 1. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
0-2.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Mets 2 and the Cubs 1. Back here at Citi Field, ready to go, bottom 4. So now here's the Mets DH, Jesse Winker. Smoked on the ground to second. Gets it to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Now batting, left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Now, Brandon Nimmo. 1 for 1 with a single so far. This one popped up. Birdie has a beat on it. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna.
Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
In the air, left field, down the line. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Throw back in, holds him at first, so just a single.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher to hit, Francisco Alvarez. A single his first time. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Safe at second with a stolen base. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Rocketed out towards right center. He's got it, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Mets leave 1, but they still lead it 2-1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Peterson back to work. Right through there for a strike. Turner, a guy with great bat-to-ball skill. Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder. But he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
Ian Happ up to hit. To third, Vientos. Slings to first, and that quickly 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Pete Crow-Armstrong.
Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow-Armstrong. His first at-bat was a strikeout.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Started to swing, held up. Headed towards the corner. Soto really on his horse for it. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. That to right. Soto gets under it. Brings it in. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down that time. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 2 and the Cubs 1. Back here in Queens, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Jose Siri. Ripped on the ground to second. Tossed to Turner, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco
Lindor comes up to the plate. 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the 1st. Lindor, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 31 years old. He's knocked in 9 over his last 10 games. Swing and a high fly ball right field. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder.
2 down, bases empty. Juan Soto now at the plate. He has as they like to say.
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
That's right. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Everything came together for him. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. 0 for 2 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Two outs. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swings through that.
1 and 2.
Got him swinging. Mets strand 1. They lead it 2-1. And we're back. Nico Horner will come up to hit.
Nico Horner.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that's a fair ball.
Now batting, third baseman, John Birdie.
No outs. Runner at first. John Birdie, the next Cub to hit.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're the top half of the sixth. Fouled off. He was late. Inside, and that's ball 2. Horner on the go. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Horner stands at second with no outs. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Foul tip, and he hangs on. That's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And up next for Chicago, Kyle Tucker. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And that is out of play. Man at second. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Stays alive.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out with number 9 for him in this game. 9.
Now this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Man on second, 2 down. Right through there for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
In the air, right side. Soto going after it. Reaching for it and brings it in. 1 hit, 1 left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Mets 2 and the Cubs 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Well, we go bottom 6, and stepping in for New York, Mark Viento. Ground ball right side. Turner to first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
And next for the Mets, Jesse Winker. 1 for 2. And that skips in the dirt. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Ryan Presley getting loose out there. Thielbar also getting ready. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a ground ball. Horner. And Winker is set down.
Now batting, left fielder Brandon Nimmo.
2 outs, base is empty. Brandon Nimmo will hit next. In the air, out towards right center. Crow-Armstrong should have it and puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it.
Now pitching for the New
Welcome
York
back.
Mets.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the
Number
mound.
71.
Sean Reed Foley. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. So up now for Chicago, Dansby Swanson.
Dansby Swanson.
And he grounds one to the right side. He steps on the bag, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
That play won't be trending on
catcher,
social media
Carson
later
Kelly.
on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly. Yeah, a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Trying to hold a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Slider got him for strike 3.
Now batting.
Turner climbs in on that right
Justin Turner.
side. That clips the corner.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Got him swinging. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And the Cubs are down in order. And our score remains 2-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Presley.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And stepping in for New York, Luis Angel Acuna.
Baseman, Luis Angel Acuna.
In the air, right side of the infield. Turner settles under it. Makes the catch for the out.
Really nice job to get your first out
Now
of the ball
batting,
game.
catcher Francisco Alvarez.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Liner to second and picked on the hop. The throw to first and a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, center fielder Jose Siri.
So up next for New York, Jose Siri. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Horner over to first. And talk about efficient. 3 outs on 3 pitches, and the inning is done. Down in order go the Mets, as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead.
Now pitching for the New
Welcome
York
back,
Mets.
and a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the 8th.
55.
Ryan Stanek.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. Former
Happ.
first-round pick out of the University of Cincinnati. Grew up in Pittsburgh. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. And that one fouled off.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
This one in the air. And out number 1 on the grab.
Up next for the Cubs, center fielder Pete Crow-Armstrong.
Pete Crow-Armstrong getting ready to hit.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform, but at some point that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you said
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
well, 3 pitches, down, fastball up, swinging. Boom. It's like learning a chord progression, getting those strums right, man. So many pitchers prefer working north-south these days compared to the east-west, and that was a great example right there.
Here's Nico Horner. And that one is in for a strike. To the left side, but it is well foul.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Alonso takes it himself, and the Cubs go 1-2-3. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. And they trail it here 2-1. Back here at Citi Field, here's the shortstop at the plate, Francisco Lindor. Presley, multi-time All-Star, 36 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. That's a little bit low.
I'm really impressed with this offense. They haven't been timid at the plate at all. They've been aggressive, and they're keeping the defense on its toes. 5 hits for them on the first pitch alone, so they're swinging and connecting right out of the gates.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. He makes the grab, 1 down.
And of course, sometimes you need to be patient as an offense and let the pitcher come to you, but you can't argue with the game plan they're using in this one.
Here's Juan Soto. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
Next offering is in for a strike. This one in the air, right field. Out, number 2.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
First baseman.
And here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso. 0 for 3 in this one. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. The throw in. Tag out, trying to scramble back. Too aggressive with the turn at first, and that's the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Through 8 full, it's the Mets 2 and the Cubs 1.
Now pitching to the New York Mets. Number 39. Edwin Diaz.
We go to the 9th. Now the third baseman, John Birdie. And that one fouled off. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2. And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other two outs.
Tucker at the plate now, and that's inside. And another ball.
2-0.
That misses, and it's 3-0.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a miss at a slider. And the tying run is on base.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I'll tell you what, he earned that walk.
So a change being made at first base. On to pinch run, Kevin Alcantara. One down, runner at first. Next is the designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki. 1 for 3. Diaz throw to first, and he's back in there. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Soto gets under it, makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop Dansby Swanson.
So they're down to their final out. And now the shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
They're down to their final strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just
swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
The number 7 is such a cool and sort of lucky number. Well, this team has been playing really well, but to win 7 games in a row, there's been some luck and there's been some really good play. I think you get to this point, you start to look at, can we double that? Make it double digits, make it 2 touchdowns, make it 14.
And your final score here today, 2-1. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shammy. Thanks for joining us.